So, I was diagnosed with Disassociative Identity Disorder, and I am sharing my story over 20 years ago when I was diagnosed and my journey through to healing and wholeness. This is my best friend, Jen, and I met her probably around 2000, and I had just got done sharing with her about my diagnosis in a video or two ago and told her what it was like to be DID, and she's trying to learn what I mean, what it's like, living with DID, even though I was still trying to come to terms with it myself. So one day we are driving in her truck, her little red truck. She's, stick shifted all the way. And we're having a conversation. And I'm telling her what happened in Leah's office. How there was a little one that was there and Leah just touched her and it just hurt. The pain was just so, I want to say viral. I mean, intense. Intense. And she ended up praying with her. And by the end of the visit, they were able to hold hands and it was okay. And it really helped her. And I said that to Jen, and her response was something like,
what do you mean her? She's you.
No, she's not me. She's her.
It was really hard to grapple with that.
Yeah. But you see, I didn't have the memories she had. I didn't have the pain that she had. It is crazy to think how your brain can be so divided completely into fractured pieces that, yeah, she was not me. The parts are not me. And so in the car, I would talk about they or she or, that one. And
I had a really hard time with that at first. It took a few months, I think, for me to get used to hearing her talk about she and them, and it's all coming out of this face.
Yeah, it was. But what was really cool is, other than my counselor, she was the only one that I could share this stuff with. And she was safe enough to help me because I process verbally out loud. And so talking to her was actually helping me try to figure out exactly what was going on. And that was really cool. And I would share with her some of the things that happened in Leah's office because that's usually where they would present and talk to Leah. And I would learn their names. And they're the ones that gave me their name. I didn't name them. They're not
pets.
No, they are literally fractured parts of me that have their own memories, their own
experiences.
Yeah, their experiences, their feelings, and all of that. And so I would tell Jen what was going on. And there were a couple little ones. Like I had said in an earlier video, Leah even said I had a lot of very little parts. Very young.
Fragments. Right?
Fragments too, but very young parts. It wasn't, it's just how it was with me. And,
and to explain better, they get stuck at the age that whatever trauma happened, right?
Sometimes, not always.
Okay.
So, that's the tricky experience because you had older ones, even though I was younger. That I don't know.
True. Okay.
So some of
learning.
Still learning, right? After all these years, and every story is different, and every person's different. This is my story. This is what was going on with me. I had two little parts that trusted her, they just did. I mean, most of mine, I could tell Jen if they were around because I knew they were around. But these two little ones, if they popped out or they showed up, they trusted her. And
I was more like a big sister.
Yeah, you were like a big sister to them. And they would. They didn't tell her what happened as far as why they were there, what their memories were, but they would tell her what happened, what triggered them, why they got scared, what happened in, that day, right? They either saw something or someone said something or whatever happened. So they would share that. And she got away with giving them nicknames. This just doesn't happen. You don't
just
do that. Just those two. And they were the only ones that actually officially talked to you.
Yeah.
And she gave them nicknames. You want to share what the nicknames were?
One was Nibbles, because of the way that one would come out.
She would do this and talk to her.
And she would talk in a very childlike manner. Both of them, talk low and childlike. And the other one was One Eye.
Mm-hmm. One Eye, because I would literally talk to her like this, and I can remember them, but I couldn't do anything about it. And so occasionally, One Eye and Nibbles would be there together, and they were both talking to her. And
yep.
The amazing thing is, and here's the crazy thing, and I sit here and I go, it was a godsend, one, that they trusted her, and two, I am at work. And a lot of times different people would come into the office that would upset me. Like this one guy came in once and he had knives tattooed all over his arms. Must have just freaked them out. And I tried to stay calm and okay, but at lunchtime, I was exhausted. And so at lunchtime, if they were present, they would call Jen on our cell phone. And they would call Jen. I literally would say hi. One word. I would say hi. Not even hi, Jen. I just said hi. And she knew exactly who was on the phone.
I did. I don't know. To this day, I couldn't tell you how I knew. If it was Nibbles, if it was on One Eye, or if it was both.
Like, she knew. She would say, hi, Nibbles, and they would have a conversation, and somehow I would usually end up coming back, and she would calm them down. Or it would be, hi, Nibbles, and One Eye, what's going on? And I am, like, listening to this, like, far away, going, how did she know it was both of them?
No visual. No video cameras at this time.
No, it was just a phone call, and
Yep.
she knew, and there was something comforting to me that she knew, but I think that's probably why the two of those parts really trusted her, because it's like, she knows us and she loves us.
To be known.
Yeah, to be known. Who everyone wants to be known.
Right.
And so, yeah, there's more story to come about the other parts, and the one part of mine that actually helped take care of them, because she took care of all the little ones. And I think it was just really special that God put Jen in my life, because I'm telling you,
She needed help babysitting.
you're funny. Thanks for listening to my story, and there's so much more to come.